Happy Thursday. Today's the day I talk marriage. I'm Leslie Dories, your marriage coach, founder of Foundations Coaching and creator of the Hero Husband Project. And I hope that you guys are all healthy and safe. It's a little bit of a crazy time we're in. And that can be both a challenge and an opportunity. So if you're married, this is probably the most concentrated time you have spent with your partner ever. Even on your honeymoon, even on vacation, you guys were probably out and about and doing things and seeing things. You weren't just shut in your home for most of the day. And so even if your marriage is in a pretty good place, this can be still a little bit challenging. You're probably noticing things about your partner that maybe you've never known, especially if you're both working from home, because we kind of tend to have a professional persona versus who we are at home. And so you might overhear your partner and go, who is that person? Or you might be getting under each other's feet, getting in the way because you have your routines and these now are just being completely disrupted. So even if you're in a really good place in your relationship, this time can be really challenging. And if you're in a less than great place, this can be like putting a magnifying glass on all the problems and challenges. And so I think it's a Chinese expression, I'm not quite sure, about that every challenge is an opportunity. And I know it can really be hard sometimes to see a silver lining in all of this stuff that's going on. One of the things that you're probably noticing is that you and your partner are not responding to this crisis the same way. Newsflash, we don't really respond to anything in the same way. But this, again, you've got a magnifying glass on your relationship. And all of those differences that you might overlook under normal times are becoming really hard to do so now. So as I said before, this could be seen as a challenge and it can be seen as an opportunity. This is a time that you can actually take on all of those things that you've either been hesitant, afraid to, didn't have the time to, thought, maybe it's not so bad. And now you're looking at it and yeah, it's really getting to be like, what do we want to do with this? And so I'm recommending a marriage or relationship reset, because over the years, you guys have gotten into habits. And some of those are good habits, and some of them are not so productive habits. And this is the time that you can actually decide to do something different. So if you've got little kids, if you've got kids around the house, that can be a real challenge. If you're an empty nester, that can also be an interesting challenge. So what you want to do is take a look at all of those habits, all of those ways of being that you are just kind of slid into. In my business, we have a concept of deciding, not sliding. And most of us just kind of slide into our habits. We slide into doing things. And if they're not truly uncomfortable, they'll stay. We might not be big fans of them, but they just start happening. And we never stop to take a look and say, do those habits make any sense anymore? And do we want to be doing something else? Is there something that would serve our relationship better? And let me tell you, if the relationship isn't working for one of you, it's not working. And so you want to go back and take a look and see, what could be changed. Now, I know it could be a little scary, and it's not like we're not living in scary enough times right now, right? But it doesn't have to be scary. If you're not in a safe place in your relationship, please don't do this. Please, please, please do not do this. That's a whole different situation, and please make sure that you're safe. But for most of us, that's not the issue. For many of us, the issue is we've just kind of been ignoring stuff, and we now have the time and the opportunity to make it different. And this can be anything from who does the laundry to who does the grocery shopping to who cooks to who gives the kids a bath. If you're at home and you're having to switch time between being parent, worker, and teacher, I got it. You're going, I don't have any time. But because all of the distractions, nobody's running off to soccer, nobody's going to dance class, nobody's to the gym, we have the time to do something different. And, one of the things I would suggest is writing down all the things that you think are fantastic about your relationship, because we don't want to not pay attention to what's working. But then also make a second list of things that you would like to be better or different. Maybe you'd like to spend more time together doing locked at the same house, but doing something productive. Maybe that's playing games. Maybe that's having a conversation. Maybe it's having your own little home book club. Maybe it's having your own party, whatever it may be. We can't travel now, but that doesn't mean we can't pretend travel. We could go online and we can go to museums and we can do all these things. And those are things that we can do with our partners. So there's all kinds of things that you can be doing. If you want to learn, if you want to handle your finances differently, if you want to, whatever it might be, if you want more intimacy, if you want to deal with things differently, this is the time you get to reset it. And by the way, you don't have to do it on your own. There are lots of people like me who are more than happy to help. I know that one of the things that people might have is, how do we talk to each other about it? And let me tell you, how you talk to each other is going to determine whether or not you're successful. So there's lots of information out there about how to do this well. But this, I think there's a line about never let a good crisis go to waste. And so this is time that we can make something positive out of this. You can make lemonade out of lemons. This is an opportunity to reach out to your partner and start talking about the things that you love. Always start with the things that you love, and then something that you would like to be different. And if you'd like some help with that, let me know. And by the way, let me know if you've already done some of this, if you've already done a reset in your relationship. I'd love to hear about it. Let me know. And let me know again also, what was the first thing you'd like to do with your partner when you're free from staying in place. Okay, so again, Lesli Dories, marriage coach. Let me know. I'd love to help you. If you've got any questions, just IM me or send me an email at Lesli, Lesli, no E, thanks mom, at foundationscoachingnc.com. That's FOUNDATIONS, coaching, N as in Nancy, C as in Charlie. And I want you guys to stay safe, stay healthy, and until next week, stay loving.